Greetings and may Yahweh bless in the name of Yeshua, followers of Messiah. Welcome to another S.A.L.T Ministries video. I am Brother Shelby, and this is our 7-minute series. During this series of teachings, we will be covering the topic of holiday origins and why us as believers should not be celebrating them. How the great deceiver, the fallen angel Satan, has tricked the entire world into believing that we are supposed to observe these pagan holidays in place of Elohim's commanded holy days. We will uncover and reveal how most of us are unknowingly performing paganistic rituals during these celebrations, and that these so-called holidays are completely devoid of Yeshua and have nothing to do with the Father Elohim's holy feasts. Let's uncover the origins of these celebrations together. April Fool's Day. Most of us have said those words at least once in our lives. This day, which is also known as All Fool's Day, has become a popular holiday that is celebrated around the world every year on the 1st of April. The day is often associated with hoaxes, pranks, and practical jokes, but unfortunately, as fun as it sounds, most people are unaware of the holiday's pagan roots. The Holy Bible tells us in Proverbs 13 and 16, every prudent man acts with knowledge, but a fool flaunts his folly. The Strong's Concordance definition of folly means senselessness, folly, disgraceful, folly, of immorality, profane actions, disgrace, contumely disgrace. And the word fool means stupid, wicked, a vile person, one who is impious, or has no respect, especially for God and things pertaining to. So why would we dedicate an entire day to foolishness? Well, I can tell you, the devil knows, and so does Jehovah. April Fool's Day can be linked to the Roman festival called Hilaria, which was originally celebrated on March 25th. Oddly enough, the same day as another pagan holiday that we just covered in our last video called the Feast of Annunciation. However, this one wasn't disguised as a day for the Virgin Mary, but instead it was dedicated to the goddess S.A.L.T. This day folks took part in parades, masquerades, and merrymaking. This was also a day when people played tricks, practical jokes, and pranks on one another in the spirit of good-natured fun. During the Middle Ages, people of France actually celebrated New Year's Day on guess what day? That's right, March 25th, which is also known as the Feast of Annunciation. However, back in 1564, King Charles IX issued a decree moving the New Year's Day celebration to January 1st. The ones who didn't agree with the change continued to celebrate the New Year's holiday on the old date, and they were labeled fools and were subjected to being ridiculed and pranks played on them. This tradition eventually spread to other regions and countries throughout the world. Somewhere along the line, the day for playing jokes and pranks on unsuspecting victims changed from March 25th to April 1st. In medieval Europe, there was an association of tradespeople, artists, and performers labeled the guilds. One of the guilds was called the Fools Guild. It was made up of professional entertainers who performed at public events, markets, and festivals. These performances were known for having jester-like antics, jokes, and pranks that helped create a sense of lightheartedness and humor in what could otherwise be viewed as serious situations or dire circumstances. Today, April Fools is celebrated in numerous countries around the world, a day where people play pranks and practical jokes on one another. In recent years, with the help of the internet, companies and organizations have played a huge role in celebrating April Fools by creating hoaxes, ruses, and fake news stories to amuse and entertain followers. The pagan history of April Fool's Day has direct connections to Roman, Celtic, and medieval traditions. While the holiday is now associated with practical jokes, pranks, and having fun, we have to remember the cultural and historical roots of this pagan celebration. When we research the past, we can better understand the significance and the role that these ancient pagan holidays that appear innocent have played in our world, society, and in our daily lives. But again, I tell you that Proverbs 15:21 states, "Folly is a joy to him who lacks sense, but a man of understanding walks straight ahead. I'm not saying there isn't a time to laugh, because there most definitely is, but there's also a time to be serious. Y'all go ahead and continue to act like clowns in a circus. I'm going to continue living my life for Jehovah Elohim, in the name of Yeshua, the Messiah. Amen. Shalom, beloved.